Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Good afternoon. How are you today? Good, huh? We haven't met each other last month, so today I'm happy to see you on again. So today, at the beginning of the class, I would like to show you a video about some episodes that happened in the life of the Buddha when he's still a prince. And we're gonna learn about the topic of compassion today. Okay, so we will watch the story together because I guess they telling the story better than me. So we watch together. Okay. Okay, that's a story, and also the lesson that they give us. So now I would like to hear from your opinion. What did you learn from the story? What did you learn from the story by watching it, listening to it? Wait a minute. Can you tell us again? Con nói lại được không? Okay. 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 And the next one. Not hurting animal and other people. Passion over okay. Passion over. Okay. Compassion over the rights. Who's next? Tell me more about it. Okay. Tell me more about it. You said to be nice and tell me to feel someone that is selfish, you should help them. Oh, okay. Just help them when someone in need. Bạn nào nữa? Bạn gái này đi. Chị lớn này. They told us already, but I would like to know your opinion. Nói lớn lên. Speak louder. Cô bắt đầu lãng tai rồi. Không có nghe được. What mean? Explain it more, like in your own word. Okay. Okay. That's from the story. The next one, Steve. What did you learn from the story? Hay là hồi nãy không có nghe? You didn't listen to it? Okay, tell me your opinion. What did you learn from the story? Okay. You know, this is very popular tale in Buddhism. When the Buddha is still a boy, just maybe around your age now, he still show his compassion to the animal, right? And also to all the people around him. We can see a lot in the sutra, a lot, the story of the Buddha. There's a lot of storytelling, like how he's behaved when he was a young boy up to the time that he entered Nirvana. So throughout his lifetime, he's performed many good deeds, many good qualities. So just learning about the life of the Buddha, we can transform ourselves by just imitate his action, his practice. and apply into our life. So it benefits our lives. So this story told us about compassion. Compassion in the layman language, what's the meaning of compassion? How to develop compassion within ourselves. So that's what we're gonna learn today. Okay. The content of today's talk, we will talk about empathy, sympathy, compassion, and loving kindness, and how to develop those qualities by recognizing our feeling, and also how to cultivate the compassion within ourselves. So there's 4 things that we discussed today. What's the meaning of empathy? Can you hear me? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not opening. Okay, it's better now. For today's talk, we're gonna go into some definition. Empathy, sympathy, compassion, loving kindness, and how to recognize our own feeling and how to cultivate our compassion. Right? So first, we go into empathy and sympathy. Empathy is recognizing and sharing in another person's feeling. The key component of empathy is the experience of putting ourselves into another person's shoes. It means you understanding the emotion, the feeling of other person. So by understanding that, by recognizing those feelings, so you can put yourself into the shoes of other person. So that's the meaning of empathy. In other words, empathy is the capacity to feel with others. When someone feeling something and you can share that emotion, that feeling to other person, you understanding that feeling. It means you empathize with that person to feel with someone. So the power of feeling, we all have that. Like for example, someone may ask you, how do you feel today? How do you feel at the moment? Can you tell me how do you feel at the moment? I'm feeling happy, right? I'm feeling happiness, I'm feeling sadness, or I'm feeling disappointed, whatever that's appear in the present moment. You can calling your own emotion. That's something really necessary for our well-being. Okay. Okay, now tell me, how do you feel at the present moment? How do you feel today? Tell me your feeling. How do you feel at the moment, and how do you feel? Feel nothing. You feel tired. Okay, that's good. Uh, feel you. Energized. Okay, that's great. You feel bored. Okay. And tired. Why feel bored and tired? Somehow energized. Okay. That's good. That's good that you can call out your emotion, your feeling, and make it clear, just like him. Tired, bored, energized at the same time. Okay. I feel bored now, but I feel good today. You feel bored right now, but you feel good today. Oh, I don't know. You feel bored, you feel tired. It means you need to do more activity. You need to talk more, talk it out loud. Bạn phía sau con đó. You feel more because of me. Bạn gái sao đi? Bạn lớn này nè. Yeah. Lack of energy. Lack of energy. Did you wake up early today? Busy at work. Oh, very busy at work. I understand. Like whole week you working, going to school. Just working out of overtime this week. Okay, so I understand. Okay, lack of energy. Tired, but you make effort to come here, to be at the temple, to do something and to learn something. I'm appreciate that. Rồi lại nào nữa? Cái bạn này chắc là một phải vừa mình mua không? How do you feel? Tell me about your feeling. How do you feel now? Confused? Speak your mind. How do you feel now? Confused? Dạ phía sau kìa. Mấy bạn lớn là nói sư cô nghe thử. You feel happy? I'm happy too. Okay. And happy and unhappy? Happy and happy. Okay. Okay, that's great that you can, tell us about your feeling at the moment. This very important ability because when if you want to show your compassion to other people, if you want to understand the feeling of other people, you need to understand those feelings within yourself. So that's why understanding, recognizing your own feeling, your own emotion is really important. Really important. And in Buddhism, we have the practice that you can see through your emotion, see through your feeling, and how to deal with your emotion, how to deal with your feeling in order to overcome, to remain calm, to remain tranquility within your mind, to remain equanimity within your mind. That's really important practice in Buddhism. So that's why I want you to speak out loud your emotion. It's really important because sometimes, at home or at school, you have a feeling, you have emotion, but you cannot speak out loud. It's become a burden in your heart. It become a burden in your heart, and it's make you depressed. It's make you anxious, and you don't know how to deal with it. So I think like by learning and by some practice here at the temple, you can see through your emotion and you can overcome it. Okay, Steve, you want to say something? Hmm? Burden. You feel heaviness in your heart, but you don't know how to explain it, how to express it. You feel it's heavy within yourself. That's mean burden. Okay? So in order to empathize with other people, you need to recognize the feeling within yourself. so you can be with that feeling, to feel with the feeling of other person. Okay, and sympathies mean recognize someone's emotion, but it takes a step further. With empathy, you feel the same emotion as the other person feeling at that moment. You understand the feelings really obvious clearly in your mind, and you know what happened in that person's life, and the feeling of that person going through in their life at that moment. So it means sympathize. And now we move on to compassion and loving kindness. In Vietnamese, the translation of compassion and loving kindness is từ bi in Vietnamese. You often see people talking in Vietnamese that we should từ bi to other person, other people. This means we should have compassion and loving kindness in our hearts, and then we can share it to other person. Loving kindness is the wish that all sentient beings, without any exception, be happy. Not only you wish for your parent happiness, or you wish you yourself happiness in life, but you also wish for all sentient beings, just like the Buddha himself, when he was just a prince, he wanted to save the swan, right? That's what we just learned from the story. Buddha saving the swan, and then release it to the sky. He not keep the swan for himself, but after saving the swan, he release it. So every sentient being love their life, just like we love our life, right? We all love our life. Do you love your life? Do you love your life? Do you love the being? Do you love your existing in this life? Who? Answer me. Do you love your life? Yes. How much? How much does you love your life? And how to love your life? How to love your life? In what way that we show that we love our life? Be happy? And if you told me that you love your life, okay, now explain to me how to love your life. How to love your life? To be happy? To what? To do a lot of stuff? For example? Don't hurt yourself. Excellent. To be grateful. To be grateful. Good job. Grateful that family and okay. Grateful for your family. And con? Okay. Và bạn nào nữa? Bạn này. How to love your life. You say that you love your life. Show compassion. Show compassion to other people, you mean? To all sentient being. Excellent. Bạn gái thì sao? How to love your life. But say me that you love your life. Oh, do things that make you happy. For example, there's something that you do make you happy, but it's not happy in the end, till the end. I know some young fellow, they're using drug. At that moment, they feel happy, but it's not the real happy. So it's not only do things make you happy, but the thing should be wholesome thing. Okay, something good, not only just the thing. So doing the good thing that make you happy at the moment, and you know it will bring into the wholesome consequence. So it means you love your life in the right way, right? And guys, appreciate the thing that you have. Excellent.
By spending time.
Or spending time with your family. Good.
Putting some first situations.
Okay. Putting yourself first in any situation. Any situation, sometimes it becomes selfishness. You know, in some situation, you need to put in yourself first. In some situation, you need to put, for example, sometimes you need to put your family, you need to put your nation, you need to put for community first. Even though that thing maybe you feel overwhelmed at that moment, but sometimes we need to put them first because you see the greater consequence in the future. So sometimes you need to put other person first. But then putting yourself first also a good lesson. We need to understanding ourselves, like loving ourselves, putting ourselves first in some situation that make us stronger and to be a better version of ourselves. And by living our life, by the time, by the experience that you have, when your mind is more open, and then you can make your own decision. There's sometimes we need to put ourselves first, but there's some situation we need to put other person first. So that's a little tricky, right? But it's okay. It takes time. It takes time to understand that. Okay.
Taking care of yourself. You know what happens? Taking care of yourself, whether it's physically or mental.
Huh?
Taking care of yourself, whether it's physically or mentally.
Taking care of yourself.
Physically.
Oh, okay. This is physically and mentally. That's excellent. So that's how we love our life. That's how we love our life. I guess you guys understand the meaning and how to treat yourself in a proper way that lead you to a happy life. That's really, really amazing. Really amazing. You know, when I was young, around your age, I was unable to speak out loud. Whatever that happened in my mind. Because the way of education at that time not allow the young kids to talk out loud their opinion. You need to obey your parents, obey the teacher, obey the social system. You just keep silent and you just follow the other person's order. But now it's lucky that we grown up in a freedom, in a free society. You can speak out loud your opinion, speak out loud your feeling, your emotion. And that's really a good chance for you to understand yourself and to express yourself to the world. So that's your opportunity. That's your opportunity. You can speak out loud, whatever in your mind, the feeling, the emotion, and given the knowledge that you have at the moment and share it to the world. Just do it. Just like what we're doing now. Just feel free to share your feeling, to share your emotion, to share like how you live your life. Because those really important. Then the other people, the elder, they can see and they can lead your life in lead your life into the happy life from their experience. They can guide you better. So it means that sometimes you need to talk with your parents in a proper way to share to them what you really feel and the opinion that you have in your mind at the moment and why you think that way. You think that way and you know that you think that way because that's how you live your life. That's how you love yourself. Just persuade your parent, just like you persuade me now. Sometimes you share the way you think, the way you feel, and why you feel that way, why you think that way to the other one in your family or in your school, in your community, so people can guide you to live your life and you can gain more benefits in your life. Okay? So loving kindness is mean you always have a good will toward other people. When you think of other people, when you do things and you work in the same team with other people, you always generate goodwill within yourself. This means you have loving kindness. Loving kindness, counter ill will. And compassion is the wish for all sentient beings to be free from suffering. Always in your mind, you always generate the thinking that you wish for all beings having happiness in their life. Wish for happiness happen into anyone's life. Compassion and loving kindness take this further still. When you compassionate, you feel the need to act on another emotion to help to relieve their suffering. Before we're talking about empathy. Empathize with someone, it means you feel with someone's emotion. But when you feel compassionate towards somebody, it means you take action, you do something to help other people to relieve their suffering. Just like the Buddha, right? The branch, when he see the swan got stuck, what did he do? He's saving the swan, right? Saving and help the swan heal and then release the swan to the sky. Release the swan, not keeping the swan for himself, right? Not keeping the swan for himself, just like a prize that he had. But he just loving the swan, caring for the swan, heal the swan, and release the swan. So that's the compassion mean. Okay? So compassion means empathize in action. It's not a noun, but it's a verb. Compassion is mean a verb, an action. You feel the feeling of other people. You understand the feeling of other people, and then you do something to help that person. It means compassion. So compassion, not only just saying that you feel compassionate towards somebody, but compassion means you understand the suffering of other person, and then you do something to relieve the suffering of that person. So that's the meaning of compassion. Got it? Okay. Do you have compassion? Have you done anything that's showing your compassion to other person in your life?
I feel compassion to them.
Huh?
Often it's not
Or you show compassion to your cat? How?
to love them,
Huh?
to like try to tell them that I'm still love. Or try to nice and not sure and see their room and making sure
Okay. That's so nice of you. Okay. Bạn khác? Bạn khác?
anyone else.
Anybody else? Share me your story. How to show your compassion toward other beings. Not only people, but beings, right? See?
An example
An example.
do
Compassion means empathy is in action. You do some action. Do something. Don't be shy. Do you love your parents? Do you have brother and sister? Have you ever shown your compassion to them? One time? You gave something to your brother and he gave something in return. You know, compassion also, you did some favor to other person, but you don't need anything in return. It's mean compassion, right? You don't wait for something in return, but it just returns by accident, right? Okay. Any other example? I think we have a lot of example in our life. Sometimes you do something and you don't, you just do it silently. You just wish for the goodness of other person, the people that you love, the people around you. You did something with your friend, for your brother and sister, and even though you don't need them to know it, because you want to help them only. You want to relieve their burden, relieve their suffering only. It's mean compassion. It means compassion. So there's many ways that we show our compassion to the people around us, the people that we love, or just strangers. Sometimes you see a stranger on the street. For example, you see a homeless person on the street. How do you feel? You need to eat, go to the trash can. Mm-hmm. You feel bad for them? Yeah. Go to the okay. Yes. You feel bad for them? You feel sad? You feel that they're really unlucky? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you have a home, you have happiness in the home. You wish them to have a better life. Yeah. When you think that way, you're a good person. You are a compassionate person. You know they suffer and you want to help them. Even in your intention only. Sometimes we cannot do it because we don't have money, right? Sometimes we want to help someone like homeless person, but we don't have money. We don't have a home for them. But we have intention, good intention, and we wish for them. Someone will help them to have a place to stay. Someone will help them to give them some food, something like that. That happens in our mind. It means we have compassion in our mind also. It means we are a good person. Okay? So you see, compassion is mean kindness in action. You feel loving other person and you want to do something, desire to do something to help other people to relieve their own suffering at that moment. At that moment, for the practice, from the beginning of the talk, I say we need to learn how to recognize our feeling, our emotion. Okay, now I will teach you how to go back to yourself, to recognize your own feeling, recognize your own emotion. Now, close your eyes. Just upright, close your eyes. Relax your body. Relax your mind. Pay attention to your nostril, feeling the breath coming in and coming out through your nostril. Feeling the touching of your breath on the nostril. Sharp in your mind. The more you calm, you will feel the sensation of your breathing at that moment. And now feel the feeling of your whole body. Where did you feel lightness, heaviness, happiness, whatever the feeling may be, just know it by its name. If you want to move your body a little bit, that's okay. But moving it slowly, slowly, and slowly. Stay calm, calm, breathing. Whatever the sensation, whatever the feeling may be, it's okay. Just call the name of the feeling. If you don't know the name of the feeling, it's okay. Just know that you have ability to feel at that moment. Awareness, calmness, equanimous, all the time. All the feeling will come and go. We don't need to hold on to any emotion, any feeling. Okay, now slowly open your eyes and feel the energy around, the environment around. So that's how we practice. Very simple, right? I hope you do it at home twice a day, 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the evening, before you go into bed and after you wake up. 10 minutes only. It's really fast. You can sit with your parents. 10 minutes. If you feel it too long, you may try 5 minutes first. Calm yourself, try to feel your body, and then later on you can feel the emotion within your mind, in your mind. That practice will help you to face with your emotion, to deal with your emotion, to overcome strong emotion. So that's the gift the Buddha gave us. The Buddha lived his legacy for us, and that's one of them. That's one of them, the practice. And every practice in Buddhism, there's one thing we always need to remember. The foundation of all the practice is wholesomeness. It means that we should live our life wholesomely through the three karma. This means we always need to be mindful the way that we're thinking every day, the way that we're speaking, the way we're doing things. Always make sure that they are wholesome, they are good only. So I have the other homework for you. Every day at home, before the meal, when you have food on your bowl already, just join your palm together and then speak three things only. The first one, I promise to do good. Okay, now do with me. Join your palm together. Okay, I promise to do good. Speak with me. I promise to do good. I promise not to do any evil. And the third one, I promise to cultivate peace and happiness. Okay, one more time. Join your palm together before having your meal at home, okay? I promise to do good. I promise not to do any evil. I promise to cultivate peace and happiness. Okay, very easy, right? Very easy before the meal, before having your breakfast, before having your lunch, before having the dinner, you sit at the table, not bring the food to your room, but sit in the diner hall, diner table, and join your palm together and do the three promises. Very easy. I promise to do good. I promise not to do any evil. I promise to go cultivate peace and happiness. So that will remind you to live the wholesome life always, always throughout the day, throughout the year, and throughout your lifetime. Only doing the good thing, thinking the good thing, doing the good thing, and speaking the wholesome thing only. The evil thing, the bad thing, we never speak, never do, never thinking. Okay? Only goodness, wholesomeness in our mind, in our action, in our speech, always. All the practice need to be built on the wholesome foundation. So that's how we live our life toward a happy goal. Okay, so we have two homework today, okay? Do the three promises at home before your meal. And the second one, 10 minutes at night and 10 minutes in the morning. Sit just like we did before. Sit upright, close your eyes, relax your body, and observe your breathing. In and out, and observing your emotion, your feeling at the moment, with calm mind, with awareness, with mindfulness, with equanimity, or don't hold on to any feeling, any emotion. Don't seek for any emotion. Just observing the emotion, the feeling that you have at that moment only. That will help you to calm, concentrated, and sharpen your capacity to identify your feeling. Your feeling is really important. And how to cultivate our compassion on the daily basis. First, we need to have self-compassion, treating ourselves with kindness, understanding our emotion and pain, even pain, happiness, sadness, disappointed, whatever feeling, whatever we feel, whatever sensation we may have, whatever emotion that we have, it doesn't matter, but we appreciate that. Treat all emotion, all feeling with care, with love. That's how we love ourselves. Always love ourselves by observing the feeling that we have, the emotion that we have, the situation that we have at the moment with love, with care at that moment. That's the first thing we need to do every day. And the second thing, practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is me. We present in every moment. Whatever we do, we know that we're doing that thing. When you speak, you know how to speak. The language that you use when you walk, be mindful when you walk. When you eating, be mindful on your eating. When you washing the dishes, you know that you're washing the dishes. Okay? That's mean mindfulness. Compassion begins with being present in every moment. In Buddhism, the Buddha taught us the mindfulness meditation and metta meditation. And the third one, in order to develop our compassion, we need to practice active listening. When you listen to somebody talk, you need to listen with your whole body and your whole mind, with your real being at that present moment, real existence at that present moment. So, for example, when your friend had something struggle in her life and she want to share to you her story. So how to listen to the story of other person? We need to be there with our whole body, our whole being. We've been there with her, carefully listen to her story, to be there. That's also called compassion. Just be there for other person. It means compassion also. Compassion. You silent, but that silence is action, compassionate action. So when you listen to a story of someone else want to share a story to you, they want your help, just be there with them. Mindful listening, active listening to their story. Truly listen when you're interacting with other people. So that's how we develop our compassion. And the fourth thing is kindness action. Always doing something. Doing something when you have chance to help other persons. Okay, even a small act of kindness is worthy. Whatever you do and you know that the deed that you do will help other person, just do it without any hesitation. When you can do something to help other animal, for example, other person, for example, you can help them, just do it. Just do it. Don't wait for the time that you have more power or waiting for the time that you have more wealth, for example, more money, for example. But just do it by your intention at that moment, being there with them, giving their story or anything that you can do, even very small act of kindness. Just do it. Just show it to other people, to other beings, Okay. And the other doctors, we need to be patient on the time in order to develop our compassion. Patient is mean we need to accept the pace of other person, other people, understand that everyone has their own story, their own journey, their own challenges. In order to be compassionate to other people, we need to understand them, right? To accept them. We accept them as who they are, whatever they have. We accept their being, just that. And they have their own story, their own journey, their own challenges in their life. We sympathize with them. And we know that we always need to learn more about other cultures, other people backgrounds or experiences, so we can show our compassion toward them effectively. Always keep learning about all the culture, background, experience to enhance our view and knowledge. The more you know, the more you will understand. The more you understand, the more you will empathize toward other people. And the last one, we always reflect to our action. Always reflect our three karma. Three karma is mean the way we thinking, the way we doing things, and the way we speaking every day. Always, we just like a mirror in front of us, look at our action, see whether it's wholesome or not. Just like a mirror that you can see through your mind, whether you think goodness or not. And just like a mirror that reflect, remember all of your speaking, whether you're speaking a good word or not. You're speaking good word or bad word, wholesome word or unwholesome word, the word that hurt other person, hurting yourself, are the words that elevate other person, helping other person to see the light in their life, right? So always in the day we look back and see the way that we're thinking, the way we're doing things, the way that we're speaking, whether they are wholesome or not, because that's really important. All the practice of Buddhism are built on this foundation, the wholesome foundation only. Always remember that. So, okay, remember the key word in here. We need to practice self-compassion, practice mindfulness, active learning, do the kindness action, to be patient all the time, and keep learning all the time. Keep learning when we have change, and always reflect back to our mind, our action, and our speech every day on the daily basis. So that's how we develop our compassion, And today, the compassion just generally, naturally go smoothly when you're facing the world, when you deal with your problem, when you meet with other person. The main quality in your heart at that moment will be compassion only. You don't have ability to harm other people. You don't have ability to hurt any being, even a small animal, just like a small insect. You don't have intention to hurt them. So every practice need to do on the daily basis. Just like we remind ourselves the 3 promises every day before the meal. So that's how we develop compassion in our mind all the time. Remind us to go back to the compassion practice, right? I promise to do good. I promise not to do any evil. I promise to cultivate peace and happiness. So your life only peace and happiness, only goodness, only wholesomeness. So it will go that way because we plant the seed every day. Everything needs to plant the seed first in order to grow into a big tree, right? So we plant the seed of compassion, of loving kindness every day, of peace and happiness every day, of goodness, wholesomeness every day. And day by day, we keep telling ourselves, it means we watering the seed until the day it's growing to a big tree. And when it's growing to a big tree, it will benefit for many, many beings. Not only ourselves, not only our family, but many, many other people that come to interact with us, right? So, okay, now Try to plant the seed in your mind and practice every day. Even you're not in the temple, you're at home, you still can practice at home, right? We have a meal every day, right? 2 times or 3 times every day we have a meal. So every day, at least 2 or 3 times, you repeat the 3 promises. And then every day 2 times, 5 minutes or 10 minutes in the morning, 5 or 10 minutes in the evening, sitting and observing your feelings, observing your emotion with awareness, with equanimity, calm, tranquility in your mind. So that's how the Buddha teaching help you to transform goodness in your heart, in your mind. Okay, that's it for today. Can you do that at home? Will you do that at home? The homework, the 3 promises, and 2 times of meditation. It's really easy, really easy. And I believe that if you do it every day, your life, you can see change happen in your life. A lot of change will happen in your life if you can do it every day. Okay, do it. Okay, now turn your palms together and we hold hướng. Nguyện đến con đến nay hướng về khắp tất cả đời tử và chúng sanh đều trọn thành Phật đạo.